In Game 4 of the 1941 World Series, the Brooklyn Dodgers versus the New York Yankees, the first subway series between Brooklyn and New York. The Dodgers were trying to even the series. They were behind 1-2. They were within one strike of the final out with a one-run lead over the New York Yankees in the ninth inning. It was in Yankee Stadium. Hugh Casey was on the mound. Mickey Owen was the catcher, and Tommy Heinrich, a left-handed batter, was the pitcher. Owen called for a curveball, and Hugh Casey broke off the sharpest breaking curveball he probably had ever thrown. It surprised Mickey Owen. It got past him and went to the backstop, and Tommy Heinrich hustled to first base and became a base runner, and that opened the door for Joe DiMaggio to hit a single and Charlie Keller to hit one off the right field wall for a double to drive in Heinrich and DiMaggio and defeat the Brooklyn Dodgers and go up 3-1. Had they not had that missed third strike, the Dodgers could have evened the series, and who knows, maybe they could have gone on to become world champions in 1941. Bill James said that this was the greatest team that never was. The 41 Dodgers had Dolph Camilli, the league's most valuable player, 34 home runs and 120 RBIs. He was also a very agile defensive first baseman. They had a 22-year-old rookie, Pete Reiser, who hit .363 and led the league in batting average, also in slugging. Pete Reiser was a superstar in center field his rookie year. And they had Hall of Famers Pee Wee Reese at shortstop, Billy Herman at second base, Dixie Walker in the outfield. Leo Durocher was Hall of Fame manager. This was a great team that also included two 22-game winners, Kirby Higbee and Whitlow Wyatt. Game 45 of the All-Time Greats tournaments will feature the 1941 Dodgers and the 2005 Houston Astros. Everybody, this is Apba Brian and Apba Baseball Classics, bringing to you game number 45 of the All-Time Greats tournament. This is the first game of a 3-game series between the 1941 Dodgers and the 2005 Houston Astros. Let's go straight to the starting lineups for today's game. First starting for the 05 Houston Astros, Tavares in center field. Second is Biggio at second base, Berkman in right field. Fourth is Ensberg at third base, and fifth is Lamb at first base. Then Burke in left field, Everett at shortstop, Osmus is the catcher, and batting ninth and pitching is Roger Clemens. For the Brooklyn Dodgers, Ricky Lavagetto is at third base, Billy Herman at second base, Pete Reiser at center field, Dolph Camilli is at first base, Joe Medwick in left field, Dixie Walker in right field, Pee Wee Reese at shortstop, Owens the catcher, and pitching for the Brooklyn Dodgers is Whitlow Wyatt. 22-game winner Whitlow Wyatt toes the rubbers for the Brooklyn Dodgers, and Willie Tavares steps in the box for Houston. We'll be using basic Apba, except for in stealing we got the master ratings, so we'll do that for stealing bases. We'll be using a blue and white dice. Read the blue die first. Colors of the Brooklyn Dodgers. Here's the pitch to Willie Tavares. 65 is a pop-up behind home plate. Mickey Owens is under it and makes the catch. Hall of Famer Craig Biggio steps in the box for Houston. Biggio pops the ball into the air toward the shortstop, Pee Wee Reese. He makes the catch, and it's 2 up and 2 down for the Astros. Here is Lance Berkman. 46 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. So Whitlow Wyatt makes short work of the Astros in the top of the first. We go to the bottom of the first. Brooklyn coming to bat.
The Rocket, Roger Clemens, is starting for the Astros, grade AC pitcher with an X modifier. Here's the pitch to Cookie Levagetto. 34 is a fly ball to center field. Willie Taveras is under it and makes the catch. Billy Herman steps in the box. 34 is a fly ball to Willie Taveras as well, and 2 are retired. That brings us to Pistol Pete Reeser. 52 is a 27. The Astros are fielding column 2. Brooklyn's fielding column 1. And there's an X modifier on that, so that's going to be a swing and a miss for strike 3. Roger Clemens has just as good an inning as Whitlow White. We go to the top of the second. No score. Morgan Ensberg will lead off the top of the second for the Houston Astros, and for a time early in his career, it looked like he might not make it in the major leagues. But after being sent down in 2002, he moved his feet 10 inches closer together and drew in his arms a little bit to give himself what he called a mental cleansing, and became a different hitter the next year, tying Doug Rader's record for 25 home runs for Houston third baseman. And then this past year, Ensberg hit 36. Here's a pitch from Whit Wyatt to Morgan Ensberg. 54 is a fly ball to right field. Dixie Walker is under it and makes the catch. Third baseman Mike Lamb. 1-3 is a 37. That's going to be a strike. Strike 2. And it's kind of rare. We might get a strikeout the hard way here in Apba. 44, though, is a roll of 8. That's going to be a ball hit on the ground or in the air. Popped up to third base. Cookie Levagetto is under it in fair territory and makes the catch. 2 down. Chris Burke. 61 is a ground ball to, nope, that's like got the letter X, so it's a swing and a miss, strike 3. And Whitlow Wyatt is retired. The first 6 Astros hitters. We go to the bottom of the second, no score. All right, cleanup hitter Dolph Camilli leads off for Brooklyn in the bottom of the second. 42 is a base on balls. Camilli is the game's first base runner. Average speed at first base. And here is Ducky Midwick. Forgot to mention Ducky Midwick in the introduction, but he is also in the Hall of Fame. 318, 18 homers. 51 is a 8 against an A that's going to be a ground ball to first base. And that is fielded by Mike Lamb. He flips to Clemens covering. 3-1. And Camilli goes to second. So that works out just as well as a sacrifice. Dixie Walker will step in for Brooklyn. 63 is a fly ball to center field. Willie Taveras is under it and makes the catch. Now Pee Wee Reese steps in the box. Chance to drive in Camilli, but there are 2 outs. 64 is a 39. That's going to be a runner out stealing third. Camilli would not be stealing third with 2 outs, so we're going to ignore that. 61 is a 12, and that is a strikeout for Pee Wee Reese. So based on balls to start the inning, he's stranded at second. We go to the top of the third. No score. It's the bottom of the order for Houston. Everett, Osmus, and Clemens. Pitch from Whit Wyatt. 46 is a swing and miss for strike 3. And that is the third strikeout for Whit Wyatt. Brad Osmus. 24 is a swing and miss for strike 3. That's 4 strikeouts. And here is Roger Clemens. 6-6 roll. That's going to be a double for the pitcher, Roger Clemens. A double to right center field. So it takes a pitcher to get the first base knock. Clemens is at second with 2 outs. Willie Taveras. .35 is a 9. That's against an A. That's going to be a ground ball to shortstop. 6-3. All right, we go to the bottom of the third. No score. Roger Clemens to Mickey Owen. 1-2 is a 25. That's going to be a X for a strikeout. Third strikeout for Clemens. Pitcher Whit Wyatt. 46 is a ground ball to shortstop. Fielded by Everett. The throw to first. Wyatt's out. 2 down. 56 is a pop to shortstop for the third out. Go the fourth. No score. Craig Biggio leads off the fourth for the Astros. 41 is a roller to Pee Wee Reese at shortstop. 1 away. Lance Berkman. 35 is a base on balls. And Berkman becomes the second base runner for the Astros. There's 1 out. Slow runner at first. They'll play it safe on the base pass. Morgan Ensberg steps in the box. Willow Wyatt will be careful here. Here's the pitch. 16 is the roll. That's going to be a fielder's choice. Berkman is out at second base. Reese to Herman. And now Ensberg is the runner at first. Average speed. They will not play it safe on the base pass. Mike Lamb steps in the box. 53. 18 is a ground out to Pee Wee Reese. That closes out the top of the fourth. Still no score. The Dodgers are still looking for their first hit in this game. Billy Herman, Pete Reeser, and Dolph Camilli are scheduled to hit in the fourth. 32 is a 26. That's going to be a ground ball to second base. Biggio has it. Throws to Lamb at first. 1 away. Pete Reeser. 56 is a 22. That's going to be a ground out to first base. 3-1. 2 down. Dolph Camilli. 1-1 roll. That's going to be a 4. A double over third base. And there is the first hit for the Brooklyn Dodgers. It is with 2 outs. But a 300 hitter coming to bat, Ducky Medwick, 318 hitter, 18 home runs. Here's the pitch to Ducky Medwick. 1-2 is going to be hit on the ground, or no, line drive to second base. Craig Biggio has it, and that's the end of the fourth inning. We go to the top of the fifth. Brooklyn nothing and Houston nothing. And this ball game is looking very much like an old-fashioned knockdown, drag-out fight between 2 outstanding pitchers. Willow Wyatt toes the rubber in the top of the fifth. Chris Burke steps in the box. 1-1 roll, though. That's a hit column roll for Chris Burke. 1-6 is a 2-base hit, a double for Chris Burke. He'll be at second with nobody out. And Adam Everett is the hitter, followed by Osmus and Clemens. Hard to give up a sacrifice when you got the pitcher coming up. They're going to take 3 shots at trying to get a hit. Adam Everett will step in the box. 24 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. And Whit Wyatt has struck out 5. All right, the batter is Brad Osmus. 55, that's an 8 against an A. Ground ball to third. Lavagetto throws to first to retire Osmus. Burt goes to third, and he'll be there with 2 outs. And now the pitcher, Roger Clemens. 65 is going to be foul out to shortstop. So that closes out the top of the 5th inning. Astros threatened, but don't score. It's 0-0. All right, 5 times from 1943 through 47, Dixie Walker was an all-star for the Dodgers. Roger Clemens toes the rubber. He has only surrendered 1 hit and 1 walk thus far. Here's the pitch. 65 is a pop-up to the catcher, Brad Osmus. Shortstop, Pee Wee Reese. 55 is a 8 against an A. It's going to be an out. Pop out to third. 2 down, and now Brooklyn's catcher, Mickey Owen. 24 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. We go to the 6th. No score. Well, I think in a game like this, every roll of the dice has a little extra meaning when it's so hard to score. Whitlow Wyatt to Willie Taveras. 51 is a 8 against an A. That's going to be a pop out to Cookie Lavagetto at third base. 1 away. Craig Biggio. 31 is going to be a base on balls. He is an F35 stealing. And the F in Apba Master does not allow him to try to steal unless there's 2 outs in the 7th inning or later. And the score is within a run or tied. There's a pitch to Lance Berkman. We could hit and run, but don't want to negate Berkman's power. 43 is a 29. That's going to be a ground ball to the pitcher, who retires Berkman at first base. Biggio goes to second with 2 outs. Morgan Insberg. 46 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. It's the 6th strikeout for Whit Wyatt. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. 0-0. So far, the Astros have stranded 4 lonely runners on base, and the Brooklyn Dodgers have left only 2 runners on base. Whit Wyatt leads off for the Dodgers. 36 is a pop out to the second baseman, 1 down. Here is Cookie Lavagetto. 64 is going to be a walk. Second walk surrendered by Roger Clemens. Fast runner at first base. And here is Billy Herman. Dodgers are going to hit and run. Here's the pitch to Herman. Lavagetto's off towards second. 63 is a single to right center field by Billy Herman, and Lavagetto will get to third with 1 out. The hit and run play executed perfectly by Brooklyn brings now Pete Reeser to the plate with first and third, 1 down, and the Astros will play the infield back, try to get a double play. Here's the pitch to Pete Reeser. 61 is a 12. That is going to be a 3-6-3 double play. So Roger Clemens gets exactly where he needed. And we go to the 7th. Nobody has scored. Mike Lamb will start off the 7th for Houston. 63 is a fly ball to right field caught by Dixie Walker. Chris Burt. And he has one of the few hits in the game. He doubled. 45 is going to be a base on balls for Chris Burt. Average speed at first. Shortstop Adam Everett. 25 is a 9 against an A. That's a Infield hit for Adam Everett, first and second for the Astros. All right, Wyatt is pitching in his point of fatigue inning, and he has allowed 2 base runners. Another one, his pitching grade will go down by 1. Here's the pitch to Brad Ausmus. 55 is an 8. That's going to be a ground ball to third base, 5-3. Burt goes to third, Everett goes to second, and now there's 2 outs for pitcher Roger Clemens. This is the second time Clemens has batted with the runner at third with 2 outs. He has a double in the game, but he did not get it when they most needed it. Here's the pitch to Roger Clemens. 46 is going to be a swing and a miss for strike 3, and the Astros will strand 2 more runners. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Houston nothing and Brooklyn nothing. All right, the National League's MVP, Dolph Camilli, will lead off the last of the 7th inning. He might be swinging for the fences in a game like this. Here's the pitch to Dolph Camilli. 42 is going to be a base on balls. And he has been on base 3 times, 2 walks, and a double. Average speed at first for Ducky Medwick. 53 is a 16. Fly out to center field. 1 down. Dixie Walker. 45 is going to be a walk. Fourth walk given up by the Rocket. Here is Pee Wee Reese. 1 out, first and second. 62 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. Clemens' 5th strikeout. Mickey Owen, the catcher, 231 hitter. I think the Rocket will pitch to him. Pitcher's on deck. .56 is a infield pop-up. The third baseman, Morgan Insberg, is under it and makes the catch. Go to the top of the 8th. We're locked in a 0-0 deadlock. As we go to the top of the 8th inning, they are starting in the Dodger bullpen. Hugh Casey gets up, and he will limber it up. Willie Taveras is the first hitter for the Astros. They're at the top of their order. Here's the windup, the pitch by Whit Wyatt. 36 is a 33. That's going to be a pop out to the second baseman, Billy Herman. 1 down. Craig Biggio comes out. 23 is a ground ball to third base. Cookie Levagetto scoops it up and throws to first. 2 outs. And now Lance Berkman. 54 is a fly ball to right field. Dixie Walker pats the glove and makes the catch. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Houston nothing and the Dodgers nothing. Roger Clemens toes the rubber for Houston. He has passed his point of weakness, as is Whit Wyatt, but nothing bad has happened to Clemens since that mark. And he will still need 3 bad things to happen before his grade goes down. Whit Wyatt will lead off for the Brooklyn Dodgers. 1-4 is a fly ball to left field. 1 away. Cookie Levagetto. 42 is a walk to the Cookie. Fast runner at first. Billy Herman singled on a hit and run play last time in this situation, and they're going to try to work that same magic again. There goes Levagetto. Here's the pitch from Clemens. 51 is a 9. That's going to be a ground ball to shortstop. 6-3. Levagetto gets the second. Pete Reeser. A base hit here would likely score Levigetto. Here's the pitch from Clemens. 43. It's not going to be a base hit. It's a 29. That's going to be a ground out to the first baseman, flipping to Clemens, covering first. We go to the ninth. Nothing but zeros on the scoreboard. Morgan Ensberg leads off for Houston. He is 0 for 3, struck out once. Here's the pitch. 52 is a ball hit on the ground or an X. It's got an X modifier, so it's a strikeout. One down in the ninth. Mike Lamb. 16 is a 28. That's ground out to shortstop, 6 to 3. And now Chris Burke. 61 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. And Whitlow Wyatt has finished the ninth inning strong, recording his 7th and 8th strikeout in the game. We go to the bottom of the ninth. Houston nothing and Brooklyn nothing. Roger Clemens comes back out for the ninth inning. He'll be facing Dolph Camilli, Ducky Midwick, and Dixie Walker, three tough hitters. Here's the pitch to Dolph Camilli. 1-6 is hit on the ground to the shortstop, Adam Everett. Throws the first, one down. Ducky Midwick. 6-6 roll. There's a drive. It might be. It could be. It is a game-winning home run for Ducky Midwick and the Brooklyn Dodgers. It was a struggle, but they take this one 1-0. We'll be back with the wrap-up. Quite a ball game here today at Ebbets Field, ending with a 6-6 roll and a walk-off home run by Ducky Midwick. The Houston Astros scored no runs on 3 hits and no errors. The Brooklyn Dodgers scored 1 run on 3 hits and no errors. Each pitcher pitched a 3-hitter. Whitlow Wyatt walked away a winner. 8 strikeouts and 3 walks, no earned runs. Roger Clemens is the hard luck loser. 8 1/3 innings, 1 run given up, 3 hits, 4 strikeouts, and 4 walks. The player of the game, Joseph Ducky Medwick of the Brooklyn Dodgers, with his walk-off home run in the ninth. He was a Triple Crown winner in 1937, where he led the National League in a number of categories, but importantly, the RBIs, homers, and batting average when he hit .374, and he also at one point set the National League mark for doubles in a season, 64 doubles. He had over 10 years where he hit over 300 and also over 30 doubles in those seasons. Ducky Medwick, today's star of the game. Tomorrow, the Dodgers will go to Houston and take on the Astros in Game 2 of this best-of-3 series. It will be Andy Pettit pitching for the Houston Astros, and Whit Wyatt's good friend Kirby Higbee, the other 22-game winner on the Dodgers, pitching for Brooklyn. Hope you enjoyed this ball game. It was quite the game, a clean game, no errors. Pitchers Duel Deluxe, probably the best one we've had in the all-time great tournament. Thanks for watching. If you like what you see, subscribe and hit the like button. Good day, and God bless.